Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this Success Masterclass. How are you doing, guys, today? Excellent. Now, today's session is about success. But before you get success, you have to set the goals, right? Unless you set the goals, you will not be able to measure your success. So, let's see how to set the goals, and we'll do an exercise also of setting your goals. Okay, so all of you are ready? Great. So let's start. Now, when we talk about goals, goals means something which we aspire, right? Something which we want in our life. Now, if I set a goal like I want to go on moon, will my mind work? Yes, probably, because people have been there. People have gone to the moon and they know how to go there. Now, Elon Musk is also making the spacecraft which will take you to the moon. So, today, as we live, this goal is a possibility. Though it's tough, we need some millions of dollars for that to buy the ticket to the moon. But yes, at least it is possible today. But if I tell you, okay, let's change the goal to going to Venus or Mars or Jupiter, is it possible today? Is it feasible today? No, it's not. So when we talk about goals and when we fix goals which are not feasible, which are not possible, then what happens is that your mind actually doesn't work. It doesn't support you. It thinks that, oh, this man is just dreaming, let him dream, and it goes back to sleep. So the mind gives its power behind your aspirations, behind your goals, only when it is satisfied that yes, this goal is feasible, it is possible. Let's go for it. So when that happens, let's go for it, means something which is possible, right? If something is impossible, will your mind say, let's go for it? Or will you say, let's go for it? No. You'll just dream and then forget it as a dream. So, what makes your goals smart? That is what we are going to study today. Okay, so what do you mean by smart goals? Let's see. Great. So what makes your goal smart? As the name itself suggests, SMART. So there are 5 things which makes your goal a smart goal, and we have to do this. Okay, so while we listen to this for the next 20 minutes or 25 minutes, you have to think about your goals. Okay, so keep your goals in mind and then think along with what we are going to study, because at the end of today's session we are going to write your goals. Okay, great. So first thing is that the goal should be specific. Specific means clearly defined. So we had one question yesterday that what will happen if something is ambiguous? Ambiguous means, say, I want to lose weight. No, I am not in that category right now. Actually, I am in the reverse category. I want to gain weight. So if I just tell myself, okay, this year my goal is I want to gain weight, will it work? Is it specific? Not at all. I have to put a number. To be very specific, I have to put a number. That is, I want to gain 10 kgs this year, or I want to lose 10 kgs or 15 kgs or 20 or 30 as the case may be. Adil, this goal is for you. Okay, so I want to lose weight. If you say I want to lose weight, that is still ambiguous. If you say I want to be healthy, that is very ambiguous. Okay, I want to be fit is highly ambiguous, because what do you mean by fitness? You don't know. Or you say I want to be rich. Just by saying I want to be rich, nothing will happen. You will never become rich, because it's an ambiguous goal. Okay, so you can apply this rule to any of your goals, and later on we'll see that we'll fix your goals into work related goals, into personal, into family and society. Okay, so these are the aspects of life which we are going to study. So we have to fix the goals in a specific manner, in a clearly defined manner. Okay, and how you do that we'll see in the next slide. Okay, so it should be unambiguous, it should be clear and well defined. It should be measurable. Second point is it should be measurable. So these are interlinked points. Like I said, I want to gain 10 kgs. So it is measurable. 10 is measurable. So there is a quantity or maybe a quality affixed to your goal. So that's also very important, because then only the mind starts working. It starts preparing, it starts strategizing. Okay. So it should be measurable, and how to make it measurable, that also we are going to see. Then it is achievable. Like I started with the example that I want to go to Mars this year. So if I say I want to go to Mars, is it achievable? And this year the technology is not there. Of course, some spacecrafts have gone to Mars, but not a manned spacecraft. That is just for study purposes. They've sent some spacecraft. But life is not possible in Mars today, and nobody has gone there. So it's just a dream. Okay. But here I want to tell one thing to you. You will have a question rather. So I want you to ask me a question, that if you only dream, if you only set a goal which is achievable because people have achieved it and therefore you can also achieve it, so then that means that we are not promoting creativity. Okay, we are not thinking out of the box. So that's a very important question that you are asking to me. So I'll answer that. That is very crucial. So when I say that it should be achievable, that doesn't mean that you will not challenge yourself, but achievable in the sense that yes, it is possible. So it may not have been done by people today. Okay, it might not have been done by anyone today, but yes, it is possible. There is a possibility of doing this thing. So that is the creative zone. Nobody has done it, but we can do it, and we have faith, we have belief in our abilities that yes, we can achieve this. So that is very much achievable. So achievable word is itself saying achievable. It is not saying achieved, that people have done it, so you also do it. No, achievable means it can be beyond what has been achieved by people today. Okay, like for example, I'll give you the live example today. We are fighting coronavirus, right? So when the corona broke in December of 2019, there was no medicine, right? There was no medicine, and there was no antivirus also. There was no vaccination for that. Antivirus means vaccination. So people went for it. So they now knew that there is a problem, and when there is a problem, we need to find a solution. So the solution doesn't exist today. It has not been achieved by anyone. But since the problem is there, you have to find a solution. And that is a great way of thinking, especially if you want to have your startup tomorrow, you want to pursue your adventure. It can be a physical adventure, it can be business adventure, it can be your job adventure. If you're an adventurous mind person, then you have to think like that. You have to identify problems which have not been solved today, okay, and then try to solve those problems. So that very much comes within the definition of achievable. So that's very important point. Great. But if you say let's go to sun, then I will say better not go to sun, better sleep on your bed. Okay. Then it should be realistic. Very important point. The fourth point is R. R means realistic. Realistic means that it is feasible. So I use two words, like is it possible and is it feasible. So when I say is it possible, that means achievable. Feasibility has to do with the realistic nature of the goal. So even if I say today, okay, I'll go to Mars or I'll go to moon. So people have gone. It's possible. But can I do that? Do I have that much funds with me? Some $20-30 million that Elon Musk will take? No, I don't. So for me, it is not realistic. It is not feasible. It may be possible, but it is not feasible for me at this point of time. So I may keep it as a dream, but not as a goal. I may keep it as a dream, and slowly, who knows, after 6 months or after a year, I'll be a millionaire, and maybe after 2 or 3 years, I'll be a unicorn, a billionaire, and then I'll be able to go. So keep it as a dream. Don't forget about it, okay? But don't fix it as a goal. So there's a difference between dreams and goals as well. Dreams means futuristic vision, what we really want to achieve in the future, maybe sometime. And goal means what we want right now, maybe within 1 year, maybe within 2 years, maybe within 5 years. So goal is a concept of strategy, okay? So it should be realistic, that is within reach, and relevant to your life purpose. So I'll discuss about this in a little bit time, okay, after some time. And fifth and important point is it should be timely. So you have to fix deadlines. That's very crucial. You have to fix deadlines, like we used to have deadlines in our school for examinations. So in schools, in colleges, in universities, there is a deadline. You have to give exam on a particular day, and therefore you have to study. So when we got that exam dates, then we started studying, right? So that is very crucial. Your mind starts working only when there is a deadline. If there is no deadline, your mind will not start working. You will not build a strategy, and you will not achieve anything. So that's very important. So these 5 points you have to remember, and let's now go deeper into each one of them, okay? So first we'll start with specific. So how to make specific goals? So what are the crucial questions that you will have to ask yourself? Okay, so now we'll take all the 5 elements in detail and see what questions are required to be asked in order to make it specific, in order to make it measurable, in order to make it realistic, and so on. So let's start with specific. So there's a concept of 5 W's, okay, and it doesn't include wife, okay. So these 5 W's, somebody has said that they are the best friends that you can ever have. So actually it is called as 5 W's and 1 H, how, and then 5 W's are there. So I used to teach this technique to my students, and that in order to learn anything in life, if you want to learn anything in life, you make these 5 W's your friends, okay? And if you make them your friends, they'll teach you everything. You don't have to go to a master class teacher or anyone else in life. So what are these 5 W's that we'll use here in order to set our goals? So first is who. Who is involved in this goal? So normally our goals, are personal goals. So we want something for ourselves, so I am involved. If I want something for my children, then my children are involved. If I want something for my parents, then parents are involved. If I want something for my company, then of course the company is there. So first you identify who is this goal for, okay? Who is the beneficiary of this goal? Number 2, what do I want to accomplish? So this is the specific nature, that what is the thing we need? Admission for my child in XYZ school, ear surgery for my father in next month. So this is the nature. So what exactly do you want to accomplish? A surgery, school admission, a job. Can be a job. I'll get a job in this company in this particular month, or maybe in 2 months time, or I want to clear my exams. So what is that thing that you want to accomplish? There's a point number 2. Then of course, where is this goal to be achieved? So is it to be, it can be in terms of location, like I want to get a job in USA. I don't want to work in India, so I want a job in USA. I want a job in UK. I want a job in Japan. Okay, so it can be location based. It can be a place within that location, that I want to get my office in Nariman Point, Mumbai. I want to set up my office at Nariman Point. Okay, so it can be a location, it can be a place, it can be a country. Okay, so it should be defined that where do I want to achieve this. Then when do I want to achieve this goal? Is it an immediate goal? So here we define the goals into 3-4 areas, you can say. Immediate, something you want right now, immediately, urgent need. Then something which you can not urgent, not immediate, but yes, I want it by the end of this week or maybe end of this month. So it has some time. Or it can be a medium term goal, which can be a length of say 6 months to a year time. And then there are long term goals. So long term also 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So you can define the timeline, and then according to the timeline you can fix your goals. Okay, and then they can be one goal over the other also. For example, that in next 3 years I want to work with this company, and then after 3 years I want to take a shift to that company and then work with that company, and then after another 2 years I'll take a jump into this. So when I started my career way back in 1998 when I became a chartered accountant, so I had a 50-year plan, provided of course every plan is having its own risks. So if I live for that long, then I had a plan, and the plan was that for first 10 years I'll do CA coaching, which I did. In fact, it was for 20 years, not 10 years. So I did it exactly for 20 years, a little bit longer, 3 years I took longer, and then I retired. So after 23 years of CA coaching, I took a retirement, a voluntary retirement. So the reason was that my goals are fixed. So for the next 10 years, that is after 20, so another 3 years are gone, that's fine. So I have 7 years with me. So in these 7 years, now what I'm going to do is start up my own business, the venture. Then I will go for the next 10 years completely into this coaching, personal coaching, life coaching, and this is just the start of it. So I'll make it full-fledged after that. So next 10 years is that. Then thereafter 10 years is into agriculture. Yeah, I want to do agriculture for next 10 years, and later on, if I'm there, then completely into spirituality. So that was the plan that I made originally when I cleared in 98, and let's see how it progresses over time. So it can be progressive. So when the question of when comes, you can define one goal, or you can define progressive goals, one over the other. And these are very crucial because they give you a direction in life. And last is why. Why do I want to achieve this goal? Now I'll take a pause here and tell you that this why is the most important question, because it is the ignition, it is the fuel for the brain. So we are talking about mindset, right? And this topic is under the mindset concept, and we are doing this because this is the first day. So first we'll define our goals, and then from tomorrow onwards we'll see a lot of changes. We'll bring a lot of changes, we'll think a lot, we'll bring a lot of changes in our mindset, in our skills and everything, and then try to achieve the goals. Why is the most important aspect of it. Unless your brain knows why, it will not do it. Now normally I give very simple examples, so I'll give you another simple example. You are laying on the sofa in your home, okay, relaxing, watching TV, maybe your favorite serial or favorite music on YouTube or whatever, you're watching it, and your mom calls from behind, "Hey Farooq, please bring me water or bring something." What do? You just keep sitting there. Okay, you don't do it. We are very lethargic people. So we'll take at least 5-6 minutes just to think, okay, should I go? Should I bring? Okay, so the mind doesn't work. But if mom, and since now you are also moms and dads, so I'll tell you this secret. If you want your child to do something for you immediately without saying no and without procrastinating, give the purpose. Purpose is very crucial and very important. So why defines the purpose. Why we are doing it. Why this goal is important to me means the purpose. So when you tell your son or your kid, daughter as the case may be, that look, bring me water, I have to take medicine. So if your mom tells you today, go son or daughter, bring me water, I want to take medicine. And your mom is old, so she cannot walk, long distance to your kitchen and all, come back again. So she's asking you, what will you do? Will you waste even a single moment? No, you will immediately get up, bring water, give it to her. Hey mom, take your medicines. And then you will take the glass back and keep it. So you'll do it immediately. Your mind runs immediately, it acts fast as soon as it gets the purpose. So this is very crucial element, okay? So whenever you define a goal, write your why along with it so that your mind reacts, acts, does things and makes the things possible. So this is regarding the specific nature, okay? 5 W's. Then comes the measurable point. So measurable is simple, that you have to define a criteria to measure the progress. So today we are defining goals, and then I'll define success later on in the course of this series of lectures. So success is not possible. You cannot measure success unless you have defined that measurement from the beginning. Okay. So as students, what we used to do, that we used to make a draft result, right? So this is what I did when I was studying CA final. So I wrote all the subjects, the 8 subjects that we have, and I wrote that what marks do I want to get. So accounts 96 and financial management 94 and so on and so forth. Now I know you must be laughing at me right now. That's why you are defeating one secret formula of setting goals, and that is realistic. That's true. But at least you should have some, aim, and you should aim big. So I wrote, and this is factual, I'm telling you facts. So I wrote all those marks, all of them in 90s somewhere or the other. And, I stuck it on my table where I used to study. I didn't get those marks, of course, not even close. But I did that exercise, so that's important for you. So at least when I used to, sit with a book in my hand and see the marks out there on the wall, it gave me confidence and it gave me, that kick that you need. Yes, you have to go for it. So define the criteria for measuring progress. Okay. Ask yourself how many or how much. I want to earn money. Is it a good goal? It is a good goal, but it's not measurable. I want to earn 10 lakh a month as salary. That's measurable. I want to earn 10 lakh profit from my business every month. I want to earn 1 crore on stock market. I want to earn 50 crores on crypto market. Okay? But then of course the external factors are there. So how many or how much? How do I know that I have reached my goal? Now this is a very crucial point. So in measurable, you have to mention the amount as well as your success point. So there are 2 things, as I said, that okay, I wrote on the wall that I want 96 marks. Is it feasible? It's feasible. Everyone can get up to 100. It is not impossible. If the question paper is there and the marks are there, then you can get it. Of course, it's feasible and possible. But for me, considering my capacity, okay, it was not possible. So then I also mentioned there that if I get 75 plus, then I'll consider it as goal achieved. That is success point for me. So you mentioned this also. So when you are mentioning the measurement for the goal, that you should fix in 2 ways: the ultimate that you really want to achieve, and the minimum, that this much I have to get under any circumstance to call it as success. So the bottom and the top, the bottom line and the top line, both you must fix. Okay, so that's the simple point, measurable. And what is the indicator of progress? So this is also something very important. What is the indicator of progress? Means growth. So okay, I achieved something in the beginning, But if it is not growing, then that decision or that goal was not right. I have not achieved much in life. Like for example, I'll give you a real life example. I tell my students, those who cleared CA, most of them, that go for MBA as well after you finish your CA. If you want to go for jobs and all, then you should do IIMs. So I would not tell this to everyone, but the potential students where I saw the potential. So I used to tell them that go for MBA from a good university, and if possible, IIMs would be the best. Why did I tell them? Because I knew that after becoming CA, their market potential, means their value in the market, would be, say, at that time, 10 years, 15 years back, would be, say, around 30,000 a month or 50,000 a month, right? But if they spend another 2 years doing their MBA from IIM, that market value rises to maybe 80,000 or 1 lakh. So it rises by 30-40% minimum and can go up to 100% as well. So if you are expecting 30,000 a month with CA degree, you can expect 60-70,000 a month with CA plus IIM MBA. Okay. So what happens because of this? So it's not just that 50,000 or 30,000 difference which matters. What matters is that when you join your career at that level, so see, you can join here or you can join here. So here the difference is this much. But that difference will explode in time to come. So after 10 years or 15 years, the difference will keep increasing. So with CA, you can grow like this. With CA plus IIM, you can grow like this. Or maybe some other talent, some other skill. So this is one point which we'll also discuss in skill and strategy. Okay, so when we go to the second module of skill and strategy, we'll discuss this again. This is a very important strategy that you have to build. That where do you start and how do you progress? So goals are not like climbing a Mount Everest that you have to climb and then you have to come down. It's not like that. The real life goals are progressive goals. Okay, once you achieve this, then you have to achieve that. So goals become milestones. So when goals become milestone, the road becomes important, the path becomes important. Okay, so if there is no growth in that particular path, then even if you achieve the first milestone, that's not good for you. Because then what? If there is no progress, then that is not a good career. That's not a good skill set. You should move somewhere else. And we'll discuss those strategies later on. Okay. I hope you're getting my points and you are able to relate them to your situations. That's very crucial and very important. So this is not a lecture, okay? This is not something that you have to learn by heart. No, you have to feel in your heart about your goals, which are very crucial to you, which are important to you, and what I'm saying today. So relate them and then you'll get some good answers. Then third point is it should be achievable. So nothing much to again speak about this. Obviously they should be achievable. So you should ask, do I have the resources and the capabilities to achieve the goal? If not, then what am I missing? Now this is a crucial question. What am I missing? If it's money and loads of money, then okay, it's fine. Keep it as a dream. But if it is, say, skill, like yesterday we were discussing about your aims in life, and someone said that okay, he or she wants to shift from one career to another, from one line to another. So I'm lacking the knowledge, he said. And I told him, go for it. When you know that what you're lacking, then that's the best thing you know. Just go for it. What's stopping you? Just do it. So most of people don't understand what they are missing. If you know what you are missing, then that is the best possible place you can be. Just go for it. Get new skills, get new skill set, get new strategies, and realize your dreams. Okay, so this question is very important. What am I missing? Okay, so if it's possible, then very good. If it is not, then what am I missing? And in fact, I'll tell you one interesting point I read in the newspaper a few months back. That there was a CEO of Netflix. I don't remember his name right now. So when he joined the company, Netflix, and he studied about what is being done right now in the company, and he found that whatever actions they had taken, whatever initiatives they had taken, were all successful. So he called his product managers and said that, look, I don't like this. We are succeeding in everything we are doing, means we are not taking big risks. And if we don't take big risks today, then we will certainly fail in time to come, fail big. So that's very crucial. So if you think that whatever your ideas and goals are, they're all achievable. If I think, okay, I'll start a business which needs, say, 3 crores of investment, and I have 3 crores, then what happens? I will go in a complacent zone. I will not, push myself towards that goal, because I have money, I can invest and start. So that's not a good goal. If I have 3 crores with me, I should think of a goal which where I need to invest, say, minimum 10 crores, so that I am always on my feet. Where will I bring the remaining 7 crores from? Okay, and then I'll go and do that business. So your goals should always be above your present resources and present capabilities. So that is what we call as the big goals, and not small goals. And then think about it, that what are you missing, and then go after it. And secondly, have others done it successfully before? There is a concept, it is in the spiritual zone, but I'll tell you that concept of collective consciousness. So that's something which cannot be proved by science, but yes, it exists. So collective consciousness means that we all live our own lives, right? But there is something called as collective consciousness, collective knowledge base. Okay? And this can be proved by things that have happened in the past. And several of examples I can give. One example I'll give you, that's a Olympic Games example. That there's a 1500 meter race. Okay? And for years together, nobody had broken the, I think it was 3 minutes or 5 minutes barrier. 1 minute barrier. Nobody had done that race within a minute. Okay, for long. And it was considered as impossible. People said that nobody can break this barrier. Nobody can finish that race in lesser time than 1 minute. Then in one of the Olympics, one player achieved that. He broke that barrier. Okay. And then in the coming year, 5 to 6 other players also broke that barrier. They also finished the race in less than that time. So if something was not possible for hundreds of years, how is it possible within a year? So that's called as collective consciousness. When one person is able to do it, the others also get that belief. So there is some connection. We get a belief that if somebody has done it, we can also do it. If somebody has climbed Mount Everest, I can also climb Mount Everest. If nobody has, so even in Mount Everest it happened like that. For years nobody had climbed it, but when the first person climbed it, then there were hordes of people climbing it, and now thousands of people climb it every year. Right? So that's same happened for nuclear technology. Nobody had that, but once Russia developed that nuclear bomb, then US did, and many other countries did, and now we also have. So it's about collective consciousness, and it depends on this fact: has somebody done it before? Just ask it. Has somebody? If somebody has done it, then yes, if he can do it, I can also do it. So it becomes more feasible. Then of course it should be realistic. If you believe that it can be accomplished, okay. So think about your reach, and I already gave a lot of examples here, given the time and resources, and be practical here. So keep your dreams aside, be very practical, more so in business, be very practical. Okay, can you do it? And always keep challenging yourself. I am never saying that don't challenge yourself. And of course, timeliness. So I explain this point as well. So keep a deadline by when you want to achieve your goal. So these are the 5 elements of a smart goal setting. And life is not just money. Life is not just your career. Life is a complete thing. And it involves your work life, which means your career, which can be a job or business or profession. It includes your personal life, where you have your fitness goals, your learning goals, your spiritual goals, your hobbies, which you want to pursue, vacation, you want to go to Kashmir or maybe Kanyakumari or maybe US or Japan or wherever you want to go. Vocation, the things that I want to pursue as vocation, I want to go for singing class, I want to learn guitar, I want to learn, a lot of other things, golf and many other things in life. So there are hobbies, there are things, there are vocations. Then family life is there, where you need to think about your whole family. So you need to think about their risk. Okay, so there's a risk involved, so you need to get insurance, you need to have investments to safeguard the future and to save for the future. You have to have your home, your education, children's education, marriage, retirement planning, and so on and so forth. So family life is a difficult life. Okay, and then you have a social life. You have your goals to meet friends and to have friendships, to do welfare of the society. If you earn a lot of money, then you have to give it back to the society. So community work, charity work, and so on and so forth. So considering that life is a whole thing and not just one element out of it, let's fix these goals, and we'll do it today. So I'll explain how you are going to do it, and this is the homework for today, because this is very important, because for the next 20-30 days that we are going to do this course, the purpose of that will be to achieve success. So today is the day when you will fix the goals, and then next 30 days we'll try to achieve success. So what are you going to do? Let me tell you. So I'm going to share a PDF with you on our portal. I hope everyone has now opened their accounts on Canvas. So you will get your lectures there, as well as all the materials which I'm going to share with you. So you'll download that. So my people will upload it tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. So download it and then fill it. So I'll explain what's in this PDF. Okay. So first this is what I've already explained. So you write your goal here and take number of printouts if possible, or if not, then copy it in Word file and then enter all the details. So write your goal and write all your goals, not just your career goals. Okay, so you'll take time and you'll write down all your goals, your family goals, and all the points in that family that I have shown you, plus more that you can have or you can think of, insurance and finance and this and this and this, everything. Okay, your career goals, your personal goals, your family goals, and social goals. Write them down, and for each goal you'll write here and then mention how it is specific. Okay, how it is measurable. So you write the point of measurement, whether it is attainable or not, and if not, then what you have to do to make it attainable. Is it relevant to you, and what is the time when you want to achieve it? Okay, so make this sheet. Then in exhibit 2 you'll mention today's date and the target date by which you want to achieve it, and then this is more detailed version. So this is the sheet that you have to actually fill. The first exhibit is the model. This is what you have to fill. So you have to fill in the blanks. So for example, if I write the goal that okay, I want to lose 10 kgs in the next 2 months. Okay, so that is my goal, weight loss. So weight loss is my goal. Now specific, what exactly will you accomplish? Write it down. What will you accomplish? If you lose weight, what will you accomplish? So I'll be a better looking person, I'll be more handsome. Okay, write it down. Write it down. It can be anything. It means for you. It may not mean anything for somebody else. Your goals means to you. The meaning is for you, not for anyone else. Okay. So write it down. Okay, I want to lose weight because I want to look good. I want to lose weight because I want to be fit. I want to walk. I want to run. I want to play games. I want to climb Mount Everest. I want to go hiking. Okay, with my friends. I want to go cycling. I want to do all the activities which I am not able to do today because of my weight. So write it down. Be specific. What do you want to achieve? Measurable. 10 kgs, 20 kgs, 30 kgs. What you want to lose? Achievable. What do you have to do to make it achievable? Like if you say, okay, I lose 30 kgs in 1 week, that's not possible. And it should not be done because it will have drastic effects on your health. But yes, I want to pace it out in 3 months, 4 months. Okay, so write down all these points for each of your goals. Okay, then also write about potential obstacles and solutions. So when I talk about goal setting, we will have number of obstacles. Okay, we will have number of roadblocks, impediments, which are or which can stop me from achieving my goals. So what do I do to solve those problems? So this is also very important, because when we do planning and strategizing, we should also look at the negative side of it, that what can be the obstacles, and then how we plan for them, that if this happens, if this comes, then what will I do? Okay, so what are the potential solutions? You write them. And who are the people who will ask to help you? This is again very important. This comes in networking as well, which we are going to discuss later on. So whom should you go asking for help? Then specific action steps. Action. How will I act? Because action is important. Just goal setting is not there. Then you have to act upon it. So what will you do? Expected completion date, and when is it completed? So as it gets completed, you will mark it as completed. And then exhibit 3 is there. Another way of mentioning it, with potential obstacles and solutions. So guys, that's about the SMART goal setting. So today you take your time, get your piece of paper and your pen, sit down, think about all the goals that you want to achieve in life, and divide them into immediate goals. Like if you're giving an exam today, or maybe in another month or 3 months time, then that's the immediate goal. Number 2, or you are already working in your business, you are working in your profession, and what you want to do there, so that becomes your immediate goal. Then second is 1 year deadline, that what I want to achieve in 1 year's time. Then from 1 to 5 years, that is a medium term. Okay, so fix those goals. Then what you want to achieve from 5 years to 10 years, and then beyond that. So write down all these goals, write down the SMART, all the 5 points, this SMART nature of this goal, and why do you want to achieve it, what are the roadblocks, and what are the possible solutions that you can think of today, and who are the people who you have to go for help, who can help you out in achieving your goals. So do this exercise and be ready for tomorrow.